We are taught from childhood that the direct path to financial success is built through relentless physical labor. It is the core assumption of the modern working world. But my reality didn't match that theory. My parents worked as hard as humanly possible, yet our lives were defined by financial instability. I spent my school years in a state of constant anxiety, facing public humiliation from teachers because our fees were months overdue. I watched my father trade his health for a paycheck, only to insist that money would never stay in his hands. It became a self-fulfilling prophecy that dictated our entire lifestyle. Hard work is a requirement, but it cannot overcome a broken psychological relationship with money. If your internal logic is flawed, your labor will only keep you running on a treadmill that leads nowhere. Escaping this cycle requires a total deletion of your inherited psychological inputs. A new career or a better salary won't solve a deficit that exists at the level of your belief system. Reprogramming yourself for wealth is a deliberate, aggressive installation of new cognitive rules. You are essentially clearing out a lifetime of bad data to make room for logic that actually produces results. Before wealth ever manifests as a number in a bank account, it has to be solved as an internal engineering problem. Changing your outcome starts with controlling your inputs. In every coffee shop and on every social feed, people who are financially struggling are eager to give advice on how to get rich. Accepting that advice only reinforces the scarcity mindset that keeps them where they are. You must operate by a strict filter. Only value financial insights from those who have already achieved the specific level of wealth you desire. If the evidence isn't in their own life, their opinion is noise. The wealthy fall into two distinct camps: makers who build commerce, and growers who master compounding trends. Attempting to master both simultaneously leads to failure. I funneled my focus into the maker path, building businesses, while letting professionals grow the capital. Brutal self-awareness is the only way to scale. You have to identify your specific financial superpower and stay strictly within its boundaries, while delegating the rest. Most people treat their bank balance as an object of fear. They avoid looking at the data because they want to avoid the anxiety of their reality, operating instead on a vague, stressful guess of what they can afford. Wealthy individuals treat money as a data game. They track every incoming dollar, track every single expense, and every daily return percentage. When you remove the emotion and look at the numbers, you gain the power to move them. This chart shows the 10% rule. While most people spend 80% of earnings, this model locks living expenses at 10% of total income. Because base living costs have a physical floor, you are forced to increase your income by 10 times. These constraints are designed to back your mind into a corner. By making standard survival impossible within the ratio, you force your brain to prioritize exponential income generation over minor budgeting. Surface-level tactics, like picking a hot market or the best business model, often keep you trapped in a transactional loop. If you are only looking for a way to extract cash, you will always be limited. The highest net worth individuals on the planet operate on a different frequency: massive systemic value creation. They understand that money is simply the harvest of the value you plant in the world. Mukesh Ambani transformed his wealth by democratizing internet access. He made a complex resource available to hundreds of millions, injecting massive value into the economy. Elon Musk is another data point. His capital is a direct result of tackling engineering and energy problems at a scale most won't even consider. Jeff Bezos confirms the rule yet again. By perfecting global logistics and consumer convenience, he provided enough value to rewrite the rules of modern commerce. Shifting your focus from "how do I get paid" to "how do I provide massive value" is the ultimate cognitive shift. When you solve problems for more people, the money follows as an inevitable byproduct. It's important to remember that money spent on liabilities or seeking validation from your peers is inherently wasted. Luxury cars and showy lifestyles are often just expensive ways to stay psychologically poor. The only authentic use for wealth is the purchase of absolute freedom. It is the ability to own your time, your peace of mind, and your power of choice. Open your banking app right now. Look at the exact number in your account. If you aren't satisfied with that data, you have to decide if you are ready to change the logic that put it there. Your future wealth is not a matter of luck or external tactics. It is a direct reflection of the internal